You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Someone that looked like you killed my brother.
Oh, he's like dating like 17 and 18-year-old boys. Or getting corncobbed or corncobbing.
I can't type and think and talk at the same time. There were a few songs from the Matrix Reloaded soundtrack.
Oh, you like this guy. Oh, actually, he's a secret racist, turns out. So, welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 281. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-hosts,
Matt Haig.
And TJ May.
Cool. Well, that's cool. How you guys doing? How's your life been? Do anything exciting today? I did.
What'd you do today?
I was homesick from work.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That sounds like a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun. I still don't feel great. But...
Oh, crap. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
I forgot to mute my computer.
That's right.
If I started viewing Twitch.
I got, yeah, the abdominal pain
One
going
take
on,
intro
so
buttons. We're pros.
That's not gone away, so I'm gonna have an ultrasound next week.
Cheers.
See what's wrong
for
with my
one
tummy.
take.
Thank you for cheersing my illness.
No, we're
for one take.
congratulating ourselves on our. Nobody cares. No, you should have a lot of kimchi and sauerkraut, and that'll fix your stomach right up. Apparently.
Yeah, it could be that. I guess I have. I've been taking probiotics though, so.
I mean, is this related to your last week? Your
Oh yeah.
Your reflux?
Yeah, I don't think it's reflux.
So this is elsewhere.
It's the same spot. I don't think that was it.
Okay.
The stomach area is very. There's a lot of things going on right here. So, all my labs were normal, but it doesn't mean that something's not fucked up. I feel a little bit better right now, actually, but...
One time I had like a gel cap pill get stuck in my esophagus as I was like swallowing it. Ended up dissolving, and whatever was in it, it was like some ADD medicine that they were trying at the time. But it was like caustic, so it ended up burning the bottom part of my esophagus, and I had solid heartburn for like a couple of weeks until it healed up. That was a good time. Maybe it's that. Do you have that?
No. But I mean, it could be anything like that, you know? Like I have, I don't know, it's been like, let me look at the old clickety clock.
You mentioned your labs were good.
Yeah.
But were your poodles and chihuahuas bad?
Yeah, they're bad. Fucking straight up. Probably it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks now, I'd say.
Have you been sleeping hanging upside down like a bat?
No, I should try that. No, they tell me to raise my head. I don't know what it is. It comes and goes. I feel a little bit better right now, so... Could be anything. Probably have to get my gallbladder removed or some shit. I'm really looking forward to paying for that.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah. I get to pay... Well, I can't pay any more than $5,000. Because that's my max out of pocket.
That would probably make me homeless.
Yep. There goes all of my savings. Glad I was working up towards buying a house. Whatever. Can't really do anything
be able to
about
buy that Millennium Falcon Lego set now.
Yeah, the $800 Millennium Falcon Lego set that I saw came with both new figures and old figures, so you could still live out your Han Solo and Leia and Chewie and C-3PO riding around fantasies and not have to deal with the new bullshit that I hate. No, I don't really hate it, but clearly I hate it because I didn't love it as much as everyone else.
There's a new evil BB-8 in the next film. I'm sure you're.
Ooh, I haven't watched a single trailer, and I'm not going to.
I think it was just like a toy announcement.
I don't want to see any of it.
Like,
I want to just I want to go in fresh because I think I would have had more fun if I went in fresh. I don't need to be hyped. I don't need to be sold. I'm gonna go to it. So, yep. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden. Well, maybe it's probably because I ate. I just finished eating.
With this Star Wars talk, it kind of reminds me that I'm about 2 months from my annual Star Wars tradition that I started last year.
What's that?
11 months after the launch of the Star Wars movie, watching the old Star Wars. Oh, well, I haven't seen Rogue One yet, so.
It's on Netflix.
I don't have Netflix.
Well, why not?
You want to log in?
Yes, I do.
I think Netflix
we'll
is
talk
pretty
about it
laissez-faire about that too.
And now that they have like separate, what profiles or whatever.
Profiles, yeah. I'm pretty sure Netflix's regular subscription allows 2 logins at once. Can be viewing, I think.
Cool.
Oh man,
we might be able to work something out.
Cool.
Because like I'm trying to think of what the concurrent users.
For the basic one, it's 2. It's 2
you can
devices.
Have 6 devices registered may stream up to 2 shows at the same time. Yeah, I think Hulu only allows you to have 1 streaming at a time. It'll kick you off.
Oh, really?
So
like, if you lent your Hulu,
if I did, which I wouldn't do,
theoretically,
of course not.
If I would, we would.
Like, I mean, I'm sure that person would be cool if you texted them and were like, "Hey, I want to watch something, get off."
Yeah,
but it's good
and
to
the
know
other
that
person,
there's a possibility.
Yeah, would have to just not watch when I'm watching, or vice versa.
I mean, not that I would, publicly discuss the idea of multi-users using a single account or whatnot. But what is the difference in price between Netflix's first and second tier, and how many concurrent devices would that?
I don't know. I think I have the lowest tier.
I think I only have the lowest tier, but I think that the highest. Well, here's our Netflix ad.
If you go to netflix.com/bornintheeighties, you can get your
Netflix
first month free.
Pricing tiers. This is an article on a really bad-looking blog. Was the first one.
Never mind. I got the direct Netflix one.
Yeah, I've got it right now too. Go.
So Netflix basic membership is $7.99 per month.
Oh, and that's standard definition.
That is standard definition. There's no HD or Ultra HD whatsoever. One device.
Yeah,
I think that's what I have.
Something.
Really? You don't have HD?
I don't need it.
Then there's the standard one, which is $9.99 a month. Yeah. That one allows for HD, but not Ultra HD, 2 devices simultaneously.
Yeah.
And then there's the premium one, which is $11.99 a month, up to 4 devices simultaneously.
Yeah.
Ultra HD is also included.
Yeah. So it's pretty similar. And then they have DVD plans still, but a little bit less popular than it was. Although, like I said, if you get DVDs and you got a DVD drive,
stupid autoplay ad,
you can do some stuff with that. Autoplay ad. That's going to show up on the stream.
I guess Netflix is doing autoplays now for their header image is an autoplay video.
Oh yeah, for sure. Straight up, they do that.
Sweet.
They've been doing that for I don't know, 4 or 5 months. Oh yeah, it's exactly what you wanted.
I love autoplay videos.
Sorry, I'm just at there's a forum that I frequent online, and there was a North Korea thread. Quarter 3, and there's a North Korea thread, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if anything crazy happened. And then scrolling, it looks like everyone decided to start posting K-pop videos of their favorite K-pop artists. And it's just 20 or 30 posts of just K-pop music videos. And I was like, oh, okay, nothing happened. We're not dying or anything. I just wanted to make sure.
Aside from the missile they launched over Japan the other day.
Yeah, I just want to wake up everyone in Japan. Make them freak out a bit. Yeah, it's still fucked up. But
I want to go back to when I didn't feel like I had to pay attention to current events constantly.
Oh, yeah.
When I just had this feeling that everything was going to be okay.
Yeah. It would be nice.
Remember when you felt safe?
Remember? Yeah, now it's like I feel like I need to watch the news constantly because whenever I look away, something crazy happens.
Mm-hmm. So that is that's the world we live in now.
I don't want to live in this one anymore.
Afraid of dying.
It's the world I know.
Is this like what people felt like in the 80s? Just like constantly fearing that nukes were going to be coming?
And a step to the edge. Who was that? That's some fucking late 90s, early 2000s ass artist.
The song is called The World I Know, but...
Oh my god. I know that song real well. Oh my god. Collective Soul.
Collective Soul, yeah.
95, so that was mid-90s, sorry.
God, that early to mid-90s stuff is just the best music, and nobody could tell me otherwise.
Yeah, well,
nope.
Okay. But that's okay. I'll let you live in that
music
world.
peaked with Nirvana. Well, maybe Foo Fighters.
Nirvana was really good. Grunge was a great thing, and they were the best. And it doesn't exist anymore, so...
The funny thing is, like, I have all this nostalgia for Nirvana and grunge, but I didn't start listening to it until, like, 2001.
Well, to be fair,
I was
though...
a high school freshman.
That would have made you, like, 14, and that's, like, the age that you listen to grunge.
Yeah.
Like, when it was
and
around, you were, like, 10.
I never matured beyond that.
So, yeah, no, I know how that is. I listened to terrible music, though, when I was in, like, middle school, so... It's okay. I was very eclectic. I listened to a lot of rap.
I started listening to like
a lot of techno
stuff,
DJs,
like
some Fat
Linkin
Boy
Park
Slim.
and Mushroom Head and
all that shit.
That one song about Chop Suey.
Yeah, break up, shake up, yeah. We all know. Headstrong.
Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica was cool.
There was a while when I was like, my family had gym memberships, so I would drive to this gym. It's about 15 minutes away, and I remember I had this like Get Hyped mix CD that was like Metallica and System of a Down and.
All right, like, how many songs on that was "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor"?
That was on there. That was definitely not. Oh, there was a lot. There were a few songs from the Matrix Reloaded soundtrack, because that had a good soundtrack. There were a couple good ones. I was a very angsty high schooler.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was.
And I still am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's, I don't know. I feel like people's music tastes when they're in, like, I don't know, maybe like middle school, maybe not middle school, because you're still trying to figure, like high school through like college is like what you listen to for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like that style of music. You kind of solidify.
That's the time where your brain's all pumped full of hormones. So you just experience stuff to a greater degree. And then you develop like these deep emotional attachments to entertainment and music and stuff.
Yeah.
Screw that up again.
Yep. All right. Sorry. I just got a reminder about the appointment that I have next week.
There's new dogs in Pokemon Go, apparently.
Yeah, they put the legend dogs. Dogs of Legend.
How do I get one? I want the Raikou.
Which one's that? What about Suicune?
I don't know.
I like Suicune. I like bulky water types.
Raikou is in North and South America. Entei is in Europe and Africa. And Suicune is in Asia Pacific.
Well, Raikou's cool because he's a lightning dog. Which is pretty cool.
Cool.
Oh, and then next month they'll move to different regions, so over time you'll collect all of them.
Yeah. So you're
gotta collect them all.
So you're gonna go out with your raiding party?
I don't know. What does that mean? Like, I don't even know what the legendary... I've done a couple raids now that I realize that I can just do them on my own.
Okay.
So is that where I get legendary stuff from a raid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm at slashgear.com. How to beat Raikou in the USA. September 30th to October 31st. Raikou is legendary Pokemon, of course. The best one in the game, probably, power-wise, they're saying.
Yeah.
This monster, as a raid boss, is not soloable, or so we've found so far.
Bullshit.
The base number of trainers one should expect to battle Raikou is around 7. Wow. Ground type weakness, obviously. What are raids?
Raids they're at gyms. They're just like a big creature that's like a high CP, and you can fight them with a group of friends. But also, most of them you can just do on your own if you're like a decent level.
Mm-hmm. And supposedly there's EX raid battles coming out.
Was that extra?
Yeah, it used to be called exclusive raid battle, but now they're just calling it raid battle EX. I don't know what that is. You need special EX passes.
Extreme!
Which I'm sure means that they have higher chances of having better Pokemon in them. So
And
this is
you
totally...
probably have to buy something.
Yeah, passes. Yeah. It's totally like a free-to-play bullshit thing. I mean, it's free to play, so I mean, I guess I can't argue with them.
Yeah, but also, all the stuff that you can buy in the store with real money, I discovered you can get those gold coins without paying money. You could just like...
Oh yeah, you have to do raiding.
You get gold coins for
gyms.
like leaving... Yeah, for defending gyms. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
spent so many dollars.
Takes forever, though.
At least 7 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but like... Yeah, it takes forever. So...
I'm just here trying to level up my little sheep, dude. And and then I don't know what's gonna happen after that. I need more Magikarp candies is what I need, because I gotta power up that worm thing that I made and see how powerful it is. I also I probably mentioned this last week, my like crazy Zodiac killer chart of like how to calculate creature power for evolutions.
Yeah.
This is what I did with myself. I have to get rid of this because I feel much shame when I look at it.
Yeah. Fucking dude. Oh my god. I hate everything about games.
I hate everything about everything.
Everything about games.
I bought a PlayerUnknown's Battleground Gamescom crate for like $260 or whatever they were on the market for. And I bought a key and opened it, and I was like, there'll be something good in it. And it was just some garbage.
It's all garbage.
I hate
even if
loot
it was
games.
something good, it's not even a real thing.
No,
You're
but I would
paying money for nothing.
No, Matt. Because if it was something really good, like the mini skirt or something, I could sell it for $300 and have $300 in my Steam account to buy games with.
So you're just playing a slot machine. You're doing
literally that's
gambling.
what it is. And basically,
hey guys, I just discovered this really cool gambling website for PubGo crate items.
Yeah, it's called PubGoLounge.com. You just you do some gambling skins. Oh, whoa, yeah, no, but that's what it is now. I mean, it's exactly the way Counter-Strike works. So but I can't get too mad. It's the way the games are. They're just cosmetics. It's better than... a little bit better than what Blizzard does, at least. I think, than with Overwatch. Because Overwatch is... you get cool custom animations and different skins that, like, change the way your character looks drastically. Where these are just like... you covered up in body armor in, like, 20 minutes. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't really mind the Blizzard stuff either, because...
Well,
that's
here's
still
the problem.
Cosmetic.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem with the Blizzard ones, is that you can't just straight up buy the pieces that you want. There's no way to. You can only buy boxes. And if you want to get the pieces that you want, you have to... Yes, correct. You can't buy the coins in-game to buy the things. You only earn coins by getting duplicates. So, like, at least with PUBG, if I was crazy and wanted to spend $300 on a skirt... I could do it. I don't have to buy hundreds of boxes to get it. I can just do it. But those people are crazy. I'll probably never sell an item that I got if I got like a rare item that's less than like $50 or $60. Because at that point it's like I can't even buy a whole other game for that. But when it gets around that like 50, 60, I'd probably sell it. I think I have a couple items in my like Team Fortress that are worth quite a bit. So I've been playing that since like 2007 when it came out. I'm trying to see what I have, because I have a couple things that are actually worth a lot of money. Not a lot, though, like, in terms of this, but, like, Bill's cap, $5. I have a hat that's worth $5. Yeah, most of my stuff's, like, worth... Oh, I have a hat that's worth $2 as well. You know, so you have a lot... I have a couple things that are worth 10 cents. That's the majority of stuff I have, so, yeah. It's just kind of how it is. Like, the marketplace is... Wait. Ooh. That's worth 30 cents. I don't know. I don't even play this game anymore. Yeah, I have a lot of things that are worth like 30 cents or so.
You're so rich.
I got a bunch of Dota items that are worth nothing. Because I've played 0 minutes of Dota.
I've played more than 0, but less than significant.
I've played 0 minutes of Dota 2, but every international I buy the compendium. Mm-hmm. Because it just comes with a bunch of free shit in it. And like,
that's cool.
Yeah, just like backgrounds, and you get boxes with loot in them, and I'm donating towards the prize pool, and a lot of times the stuff that you get out of the international, the items in it, you can usually sell for a little bit, you know, like maybe not fully $10, but pretty close. I don't know. I don't know why I do the things that I do.
Because you just have all this money burning a hole in your pocket.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't, but it kind of seems like I do when I'm doing shit like this.
Like Jesus said, it's easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. You're just trying to get into heaven.
Yeah.
But do you think that's Jesus saying that heaven doesn't exist?
Heaven's a place on earth.
Yeah.
That's all. My most expensive item, though,
place on earth
is a op that I got in Counter-Strike Go.
I don't know what that is.
I got the Fever Dream skinned AWP sniper rifle, and that is $10. It would cost to buy. I have a couple guns that are like $2 or $3. I have bought a few guns. I think I bought an AK because there's a couple of these that... Oh, my AK costs $5. I don't think I bought it for that much. Nice. It's gone up in value. I'm playing the markets, boys. I mean, it's literally what it is. Matt, you still investing in the stock market?
Yeah, I haven't put any new money in, though, because I don't have any extra money to throw around right now. But I think I made like $1.47.
Market's booming, baby.
No, $1.54. Yeah, 0.6% earnings.
I'm trying to think of how much I put in.
I kind of want to just like save up some money. Like this is a fever dream. Just the fact that I could save up any money. But if I could, just save it up and then wait for something crazy to happen, so that the market goes way down, and then put it all in. Because
I mean, that could happen.
I've noticed a pattern. Like every time something incredibly unpredictable happens.
Yeah,
somebody
markets fluctuate.
Yeah, they don't like uncertainty, and there's a lot of that going around right now.
Yeah. It's very, very violent. Let me think. Yeah, I'm up some money, but I guess I won't have to take any of that out for my bills, but my medical bills. But
so I'm going to spend at least, well, I was going to say I'm going to spend $4,500 less this year than what I was supposed to.
Yeah,
but it's really just I'm going to not have to spend $4,500 that I probably wouldn't have spent to begin with.
Yeah.
On the stuff I'm getting.
What's that?
Yay!
So.
Oh yeah, your loot crate. I gotta run downstairs. I gotta get a water. I ran out of drink.
I'm gonna
That's
play
fine. So I'll start with
Victoria's
story
Summer.
stuff, which really isn't relevant, but just so listeners, the real reason I sound exhausted and just completely devoid of any real energy is from shortly after the time we recorded the last podcast until shortly before the time we recorded this podcast. I was on a work trip to the Las Vegas. Sorry, Sony Vegas. I can't read it from here. Hang on.
I think it's Los Vegas.
Los Vegas.
Yep, that's it.
All right. So, so I went to the GameStop Store Leaders Convention in Las Vegas, Nevada. Apparently this is going to be the last year we're doing it over there. And number one, I'm exhausted. Just really tired. Right, John?
Yes.
Right, John?
I'm John.
He's almost back. Look at the bear on his shirt.
Don't you agree, John?
So, John, I was just telling the viewers that I was on my trip to Sony Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah. I love it. It's my favorite TV brand.
Yeah,
Vegas.
This is supposedly the last year we're doing it in Las Vegas, I think, as a cost-cutting measure. Next year we're doing it in Indianapolis. Because we've done it in other places. We've done it in Anaheim last year. We've done it in San Antonio. Indianapolis, I could just freaking drive there.
Well, yeah, the nice thing about doing Indianapolis is a little bit more centrally located than Nevada.
Yeah, exactly.
All the East Coasters got to go on a long flight.
But anywho, so yeah, this is basically a training and educational stuff where we have where we split up into regions. We go into all these mini vendor rooms where we've got WB in this room. We've got 2K in this room showing off their games, which isn't a lot this year. We've got.
No, they don't have a lot anymore. They got a basketball game.
It's NBA, WWE,
yeah,
and they're coming out with a special anniversary edition of BioShock: The Collection. The game itself is the same, but I think it comes with a statue of some sort.
Ooh,
great.
Statue.
People like their statues. I'm not going to deny that. We also talk about kind of how as a company we're having to diversify in order to sustain, because the video gaming industry, though doing well this year, has been on a slow decline. It goes in waves. Right now it's on a downfall. So GameStop's diversifying. And what are they diversifying with?
Selling ridiculously expensive bundles with Mega Man garbage in them.
Well, you're half right.
Really, really padded push-up bras for Twitch streamers.
They should do.
You're a quarter right, because we do sell certain underwears. But yeah, it's like the collectibles and apparel. Just stuff with high margin. Because people want it, people are buying it, and there's no.
That's true.
GameStop's trying to get into a market that really has no clear leader yet.
Yeah.
When it comes to collectibles,
is not doing it.
Hot Topic, Walmart, even Walgreens, Spencer's, Target, Amazon, Best Buy. Yeah. Spencer's is in
those
that market.
still exist, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I haven't been in a Spencer in a long time. I remember going in there when I was in like middle school, and there being dildos and shit, and me being like, "What? I'm 13."
Yeah, I found out where else.
My Halloween mask.
I mean, we've gone, all over the place in terms of the stuff that we've done these past 3 days. We're starting our Make-A-Wish thing early this year, because we're one of the biggest Make-A-Wish partners nationwide.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
We're trying to raise $2 million this year.
That's a lot of million.
Yeah, last year I think we did $1.25 million, but that was over a 1 month time span, I think, maybe 2. So there's that. We are the number one partner for Sony and for Nintendo and for Xbox. We're the top partner for all of them in terms of selling units, in terms of selling add-ons, in terms of attach apparently Nintendo Switch attached, in terms of how much stuff has attached to Nintendo Switch, in terms of all retailers in general, it's about 1.4 units of other things per Nintendo Switch, which is like nothing. It means most people bought it with nothing to scalp, or with Zelda also to scalp.
Yeah, obviously.
And
gotta make money somehow.
Exactly. And as a company, we average about 2.5 units per attach. So we're the best attach rate as well. So yeah. These companies do a lot with us, and try to do everything to motivate the store leaders to continue to have morale, because this time of year, as we're getting into holiday, it's a very, very demotivating time. It's just a lot of stress, a lot of stuff we have to get done while also trying to sell. So these companies tend to give us stuff. And I have here with me a list of every item promised as giveaways to every store leader over the course of this next year. And this doesn't include like the little individual like raffles and giveaways that happened at conference. This is what's going to be given to us, to each one of us this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the dumbest thing, because technically this was bundled with other things. Microsoft is giving us a $10 Taco Bell gift card.
Nice.
All right, now going down and doing the actual real stuff.
Hashtag hack the GameStop.
Mm-hmm. All right, Sony is giving us the PlayStation VR, the camera bundle. So it's the VR headset and the camera.
They can't get rid of those. They need to give them away.
They can. Actually still... They're still selling past projection.
I know that they've sold well, but...
Yeah, and the camera bundle is their new setup, where it's just the system and camera.
I think they have quite a few cameras that they're trying to get rid of.
Well, they've already bundled them, so it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
They partnered with PowerA. We're getting one of the PSVR PowerA hard cases to store the VR.
Cool.
We are getting God of War, Detroit Become Human, the new expansion to Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh.
We're getting Gran Turismo Sport.
Do you have a PS4, TJ?
I do have a PS4. Okay. You see me online all the time. That's how I play Persona 5.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Persona 5.
Like all of my life.
I thought for some reason you only had an Xbone.
I started with only an Xbone, but then I got this one free for being a store leader. It was the it was the Darth Vader system. Oh
yeah, you got the cool Vader one.
Yeah, so I've got the Vader system. Last year they gave away us a PS4 Pro. And Xbox gave us the baby blue Xbox One S, but I was hurting, so I had to sell those for cash in order to survive. Let's see, Gran Turismo Sport, Uncharted Lost Legacy, Knack 2. The next one I'm really excited for, because I was going to probably buy this.
Yeah.
Everybody's Golf. Hot Shots Golf has been rebranded in Japan quite a few years back, and this is the first of the Everybody's Golf series that's coming to the U.S.
I think I've seen people playing this or seen promotional imagery of this.
Yeah, it just came out 2 days ago.
That was
Shadow of the Colossus, the new PS4 remaster. Or remake, because they built it from scratch.
Oh, yeah, this is the... why did they do this? Because they already re-released it as a remaster, and now they're reskinning, basically, rebuilding the assets.
Rebuilding the engine, rebuilding the control scheme. The control scheme will be different, which means I might actually be able to beat the first Colossus. Because I did not in the PS3 game.
Really?
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you've been on the PlayStation Store in the past month or two, but Sony has started this thing called PlayLink, which is Sony trying to get into those play games on your phone in-room party games.
Okay, yeah.
They've got a bunch of those are coming out.
I think I got one of those for free.
Yeah, one was free with Plus, which is called That's You.
Yeah.
But there's everything else, like a murder mystery called Hidden Agenda. There is a bunch of others I can't think of off the top of their head, and they're bringing back SingStar.
It's a great Kimmy Dawson album.
Exactly.
Hidden Agenda. That's the name of a Kimmy Dawson album.
But yeah, all of the PlayLink phone games will be given to us.
Well, that's cool though. Those are always fun.
Getting 1 year of PlayStation Plus from them. Not in that. So we are getting to go with the VR, Skyrim VR, Doom VFR, PlayStation Worlds, this new game called Nog, G-N-O-G.
Okay.
Polybius, Dino Frontier, Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, Until Dawn Rush of Blood, and Static Institute. WB Games is giving us Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 and the Lego Ninjago video game. Sorry, the Lego Ninjago movie game. They're also giving us Shadow of War and the digital download of the Wonder Woman movie.
Huh.
So even though I already saw it, I'll at least have it.
Yeah, cool.
Microsoft is giving every store leader an Xbox One X console.
Bone X!
Yep, I want to play it. Yeah. I don't have a TV that will get the most of it, but...
Whatever.
It's still going to have faster load times. So
Yes, it speeds things up. Frame rate will be better.
I already have this, but they're giving us Minecraft.
No way! Oh, I've never played that. I've never heard of that one.
They're also going to give it to us with the Super Duper Graphics bundle. The new upgrade pack.
Yes, the 4K graphics. That's good.
It actually looks pretty. Those comparison shots are awesome. But we're also getting Forza 7, Cuphead, Super Lucky's Tale, Sea of Thieves, Crackdown 3, State of Decay.
Next year.
I'm going to...
Crackdown 3.
All right,
got delayed. Yeah.
I can't say this the way that everyone pronounces this. I can only say it the way we do in our podcast. So I'm getting the Xbox version of PUBG.
PUBG! No crossplay though, but
everyone calls it PUBG. I'm like,
that's stupid.
You can't not call it PUBG. I'm getting Madden 18, I'm getting Madden 18, NBA 2K18, Assassin's Creed Origins, 12 months of Xbox Live, 12 months of the Xbox Game Pass because I really want to try that out.
That's the game subscription, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting the Minecraft Xbox One Creeper controller. For Nintendo, I am getting the Switch version of FIFA 18.
Oh, the one without the story mode.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting if company-wide we hit 250,000 reservations on this next game I'm going to mention, I get this one for free. Take a guess which one if it's from Nintendo.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey. Last year was if we got 850,000 for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and we did that, so I got that. Every store leader's getting a Nintendo Switch.
Nice, you already have one.
Can I have it?
Yeah. I'll let you play. I really want to keep it because my kids keep monopolizing my Switch. It's horrible.
All right.
Let's see. Maximum Games is giving us a PS4 copy of Dead Alliance. Bandai Namco is giving us Project Cars 2 and Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I got to play on the show floor. It is great. Oh, I also got to play Mario Odyssey, the demo of that. It's good.
How was that?
It's really good. It's really good. It feels classic. It feels fresh. I kept dying, but that's my fault. Bethesda is giving us Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2. EA is giving every store 3 digital copies of most of these are probably going to be digital regardless, but like a digital version of the Switch. EA is giving every store 3 copies of FIFA 18 for PS4, 3 copies of Need for Speed Payback for PS4, and 3 copies of Star Wars Battlefront 2 for PS4. That way we could split it with our team. Activision is giving us 3 copies of Crash Bandicoot, 3 copies of Destiny 2, and 3 copies of Call of Duty World War II, the Digital Deluxe Edition. And Square is giving us Agents of Mayhem. That is everything that's been confirmed that everyone is giving us. But there were some giveaways, and even though I won nearly nothing and got nearly nothing in the Square Enix training room,
Squeenix,
they were doing some questions at the end, and they were all Final Fantasy questions because they just talked about Dissidia NT. It's coming out in January, and first question, I'll pose to John because I think he's going to know this. I don't think Matt would.
Okay.
Chocobo.
It's not Chocobo, but good guess. I appreciate it. What is the name of the character in Dissidia that comes from the original Final Fantasy III? But Dissidia is just, they took characters from all the other Final Fantasies.
Oh, okay. So what Final Fantasy III character do they have?
Yeah, and that Final Fantasy III is in Super Nintendo, which is Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah. The Final
what's
Fantasy
the name of the character?
3 that we never got over here until the DS version came out?
Correct, but I'm going to tell you this. It's not a name. It's a class, and they use that as its name. I don't know if you played Dissidia on PSP or even watched it.
No, I don't have Dissidia. Is it... I forget. No, 4 was when they had the Dragoons, right? Or is that 3?
There were Dragoons in 3, but you remember a specific Dragoon in 4.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know 3 that well.
Yeah. In the original version of 3, the default class was called Onion Knight.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And that's the name of the character that's in it.
Got it.
Basically, the second that we knew it was going to be Final Fantasy trivia, they went through 3 questions. But regardless, when they did the one question, I was already poised and ready. I had my hand up in a split second, even before reading the question, knowing I would get it. I got a copy of a game I kind of wanted to get, but didn't want to pay for. So I now have Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Because you've been playing the crap out of that lately.
I have been. I got to the exact part where I stopped playing. When I played it on the PS2, and I stopped playing. There is a very definite spot when that story hits a bit of a roadblock.
Drag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what part I'm talking about?
No, because I basically, when I stopped, I think I was about 8 to 12 hours in, and I had just gotten done doing stuff in the sewers.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped and never went back to it.
Yeah, so the spot I got done with is there's a spot where you kind of go off and leave the first town, and then you come back, and you have to go off in the desert, and I'm way under-leveled, basically. So I'm going to have to do a lot of grinding, and I think it happened to me the first time I played the game, too. And I was like,
best way to grind, because it sounds like I actually got farther than you in the past. I found the best way to grind was to go back and forth between hitting a couple of those enemies, going back to the Hunters Guild, and start doing quests for them.
I mean, I'll probably get back to it. I'm at the part I'm at the part with the sand ocean. They can't walk on the sand because it's like water.
Okay, maybe you did get farther then.
Yeah. There's a part just where it's like I ran up to a couple of these tiny. It's fucking Final Fantasy. So these tiny little adorable monster guys, and they fucking wrecked my team. And I was like, okay, I need to level up a little bit before we move on. So
it sounds like what you probably need is
little tomato
with leveling
guys.
up. You need to probably start working into the whatever magic that lets you do things like protect and shell in order to increase the defense.
Yeah, that could do it. I was able to progress a little bit further once I had started. I actually have this is old school video games. I actually have a pad of paper that I wrote out the characters and what classes I wanted them to be, because it's a job system like in the old ones.
Yeah.
Or in 2 or whatever, but you can't switch once you've picked it. And there's I think 6 playable characters and 12 jobs. And they now, in the new version, just like the Japanese... So the original game, there was a Japanese re-release that had a bunch of extra stuff in it, including the fact that everyone can have 2 jobs. And so if you map it out correctly, every character can have 2 jobs. And you can do and you can have every single job class in the game. And so I have my whole sheet. Only problem is the way that I built my characters was that I have basically no magic or healing as the first classes that I picked for everyone.
Okay. That sucks.
It's okay, because I actually learned that the Lady Ash, who is a character, actually has a bunch of white magic, and I made her a samurai, so she actually can heal. So it's
That works,
I
yeah.
figured my class balance out a little bit better there. But I was originally just burning through like fucking 100 potions, which was not a good way to make money or a good way to survive. So
Yeah, Matt, in the original game, you didn't have to specialize between different classes. In fact, there were no specialties. It's just you had this board of squares, and you could only learn or next to squares you've already learned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So as you leveled up, it wasn't leveled up. You earned these license points, and that's how you unlock another square for that.
Well, you do
character.
level up as well. Just
Yeah.
that raises your base stats, but you don't get new abilities without spending license points on a board. And you have to like map your way through the board to get to certain things.
Are you ready for the dumbest thing, Matt?
Yes, I'm
You need
always
to
ready
unlock
for the
a license. You need to unlock a certain license square for every different kind of armor
Yeah.
and weapon that you want to use. Oh, I don't know how to use a gun.
Yeah.
I earned the
It's
license.
like, oh, I got to
Now
earn
I
the
can
license
gun.
to use level 2
I don't know how to use a helmet.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty neat, though.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
like it. It's easy to grind points to get things unlocked, and usually I don't unlock those unless I actually get the item, and then I save X amount of points so that I can just buy that square when I get an item. But
And for Matt, if for some reason you ever stumble upon just having a PS4 in your hand or whatnot, this version of Final Fantasy is one of the least turn-based turn-based possibly.
oh yeah, no turn.
Easiest way you could do it is it kind of plays like an MMO, but you can actually, I call it programming your characters to do what they want to do, because you have the system called gambits.
Yeah.
And the way it works is like,
yeah, it's actually a really neat system. You do programming.
So like, do you want your characters to attack the weakest enemy? Do you want your characters to attack different enemies?
Yeah.
Do you want them to have the same target? Do you want them to split up their targets? Do you want to prioritize attacking or healing on this character?
You have a bunch of like a big list of like if-then statements, and like, you know, like if opponent or if friendly is below 40% health, use heal spell, and they're done on priority. So like you can basically make like a bunch of it actually is neat, and it kind of streamlines.
You're like programming your own AI.
Correct.
You have to unlock or purchase your different statements as you get further through the game.
You have to buy them. Yeah.
Yep.
At the Gambit store, but you also have to unlock the slots to put them in on the license boards. So it's just all interconnected.
I think you start with like 4, right?
Oh yeah,
or
and
6.
then you start with 4 or 3, and then but like the game is pretty forgiving. Characters level and get license points when you're not using them, so you can only have 3 characters at a time, but you get 6 total characters. So nobody's like stuck way behind. It's not like I'm trying to think. Did Chrono Trigger do that, or did they level with you?
No, Chrono Trigger, it was only who you had out.
Yeah, so you'd end up being like, ah, crap, I gotta go back to an area and level this guy back up because they're weak. I don't know. This is good. It's a bunch of like...
what are you talking about, John? You should have had Frog out the entire time.
And
There's
you
no need
have...
to level him up. He's awesome.
You have... one of the best parts about it, though, is that it has a speedrunning mode built in, because you can set it... So I think it's the left bumper, can increase the game speed by up to 4 times. So you can go 2 times speed. So you can run around at 4 times speed through like the cities. It actually really cuts down on like the jogging time. So that's actually kind of a neat thing. And you can teleport between a lot of different things. So a lot of good ease of life enhancements in that game. And I need to get back to it, actually. And I bought the strategy guide. I bought the Prima strategy guide for it.
It is absolutely a great story.
Yeah.
It's just the main character is garbage.
I don't know about garbage. I would say the most basic anime boy you can imagine.
So, besides the fact that he's shirtless with a vest, so he's basically... Well, he's an orphan, too, so he is Aladdin.
Yeah, he's Aladdin, literally.
He's Aladdin without charm. And here's his entire story and motivation. One of the people he meets early in the game that becomes part of your party is like, you killed my brother. That wasn't me. Someone that looked like you killed my brother.
Yeah.
That's his whole motivation.
And then they're friends again, because he's like, oh, okay. You're not him.
Yeah.
You have an identical twin brother. It's so like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's okay though. It doesn't really matter. The cool story is kind of the whole political intrigue and machinations going on around all of the main characters. So
because the game is Star Wars.
Yeah, it's literally Star Wars. Like it's like an Empire.
It's Star Wars if it was fantasy instead of sci-fi.
Mm-hmm. So you're excited to get all of your loot though?
I am. It's gonna be given to me over time. I mean, one of the nice things is not just the fact that my kids monopolize my Switch, but maybe I'll be able to do like the local stuff.
Yeah.
I want to try that out.
You know what you could do? You know what they should have given all of the GameStop managers? An SNES Classic.
Yeah, that won't happen.
That's okay. All the managers got an SNES Classic on day one. Anyway.
Not all of them. Not all of them. I know one in my district that when the announcement came out, he was not at work yet.
No!
And then when he got to his work, he didn't get it.
How would that work? So... I don't know if like you guys had rules about the way that pre-orders work for employees and stuff like that happens, but like
call them if they confirm, then you can hold, but that's about it.
I mean that seems only fair because like if you guys have to deal with all that shit, the people that are in the store that work there should also be allowed to be customers at that point and be like, I actually do want one of these. Do you have like a rule where you can't buy like you as the manager can't just be like I'm gonna buy 6 of them?
Yeah, it's still one per person, even if you're
fair enough.
Even
no,
if
that
you're
works
employee.
though.
And then we have a contractual thing about any like special edition. Technically, anything that we buy at a GameStop, with or without our employee discount. Yeah. In this case, there's no discount on it for us because it's considered a console hardware. Yeah. Cannot be sold for a profit. And for special edition stuff, cannot be sold at all unless it's traded.
So you're not allowed to resell. You're not supposed to scalp.
Not supposed to scalp.
Yeah, but there's no way they could check that. So, unless you were really brazen about it and used your exact same name on your eBay profile and all that shit.
Come check out my SNES Classic listing on eBay over at ebay.com/May of May.
And you have like a picture of the copy that you are like with you just standing in front of a GameStop in your GameStop uniform, like I got one of these to sell. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they won't be. Maybe it won't be a Scalpageddon. Who knows?
Supposedly, and this is my official word of God.
This is hearsay.
It's still hearsay, but no, it's come through emails that supposedly there should be additional units at launch day. But numbers have not even been discussed. Yeah. So at this point, that's what I know for a fact. But that could mean 1. That could mean 2. That could be 40. I don't know.
At least
40 would be great.
Yeah, at least they're being honest this time and saying after the end of the year, you're not going to be able to get one. So get one. Because I didn't pre-order an NES Classic because I was just like, I'm not in any rush to get one for the holidays. I'll just wait till like the spring when everyone that's rushed to buy one will get one. They'll keep making them because why would you not make something that people want to buy? And lo and behold, they stopped. But I think they stopped because the SNES Classic was coming out and they wanted to make more of those. So they had to switch production over. But I think that must have been part of it. So, I don't know. Nintendo's going to be fucking stupid, and Nintendo.
Yeah.
Well, Matt,
do we want to jump?
Yeah,
Matt, you got something else?
Yeah, I think Matt should get a turn to speak his mind.
Yeah, because I got like 2 more things. One of the things I don't have listed, but it actually kind of goes with the Amazon.
You still have more of your list. Let's get through it. But Matt, you're on deck.
My list is done. Matt, you're up.
Okay.
I saw a documentary yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It's called Tickled, and
is it about Tickle Me Elmo?
No, it's the craziest fucking documentary I've ever seen.
Wait a minute. Is this about like the professional tickling league?
Yeah. So
I heard about that. I haven't seen the documentary.
You go into it just thinking
that?
it's like I have to be careful what I say about it because it's like, man, it goes to some places, but it's you start out thinking it's just gonna be like one of those quirky documentaries like the Air Guitar Nation or King of Kong or something
the
about some
LARPing
like
one.
like some weird subculture. But man, it goes to some real dark places. And
really,
this New Zealand reporter who like starts out thinking he's researching a fluff piece because he does all those kinds of like interest stories.
This dag has 4 eyes.
He ends up just pulling at this thread that unravels just this insane, seemingly international crime syndicate style ring. Yeah, it goes places. So if you
where can you watch this? First off,
I watched it on HBO Now, HBO Go, whichever one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, HBO Now. It's 90 minutes, and then they have like a 20-minute follow-up from after the film, like the aftermath of the film premiering and stuff. And yeah, definitely watch both of those. I can't even describe it other than like I was watching it on my phone while I was out for a walk. So I was by myself in the middle of like nowhere, and there was a lot of times where I was just shouting to myself like, what the holy fuck, what the fuck? Like there was just a lot of strangeness going on.
So what is the
dark worlds
tickling
there, man?
Competition?
I don't know, John. What is it? Is it a tickling competition or is it something darker?
Well, it sounds like competitive endurance tickling is the name of it. So it's how long you can be tickled.
Yep.
Oh, what? So like hold you, it looks like from an image that I have here is that they hold you down and a bunch of people tickle you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't want to say too much.
World. You're saying you got to watch it.
Whatever you're thinking it is right now, it's not what you think.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm just reading this article. He lured young men into his tickle empire. I'm just going to say that sentence.
Yeah, just stop reading right
now. I don't want to read anymore. I closed the article.
Better.
I need to know more. I need to watch this. Well, that sounds awesome.
Is a dark world. The tickling. Yeah.
Now, is Tickle Me Elmo part of the tickling endurance? Because he can endure quite a bit.
He might be.
He's a robot.
He might be like the ringleader of the whole situation.
Yeah. Well, we all know that the Elmo really liked to lure young men.
Oh.
Because of the allegations.
Yeah.
That's the implication.
Elmo's kind of creepy. Not anymore. The guy quit or whatever, left. That is like the straight up like original Milkshake Duck situation. Because there was that documentary, Being Elmo, that came out, where it was all about the guy who was like the voice of Elmo and him going through his childhood and like making his own puppets and like getting discovered by Jim Henson and like creating this Elmo character and like how he goes around in character to all these kids and it's this awesome like thing. And it's just like, oh, he's like dating like 17 and 18-year-old boys. Ew. What? It was just like a month after that documentary like blew up on like
I didn't like look too much into that because I knew it would make me depressed. So is that
it's Kevin Clash.
Kevin's his middle name.
Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna give him the full benefit of the doubt. And by full benefit of the doubt, I mean the actual honest truth. U.S. Court of Appeals upheld the New York judge's ruling from last summer dismissing the case because of the statute of limitations. Never mind.
Wait, no, I thought like underage diddling had no statute of limitations.
The voice of Sesame Street's Elmo for 28 years has been cleared of 3 charges of sexual abuse after an appeals court throughout the cases. Clash 53 was accused by multiple men of sexually abusing them over 10 years ago when they were minors. Multiple lawsuits were filed. But in July 2013, a New York judge said the claims were made too late as they're outside the state statute of limitations, which provides that a lawsuit has to be filed within 6 years of the event or 3 years after a plaintiff turns 21. Clash's three accusers brought their case to the appeals, alleging they didn't fully realize the psychological effects of the abuse until 2012, but they were again dismissed because it's the way it is. Unfortunately, that's the way the law is written. Like they should probably change that law. Yeah. I think that 3 years after turning 21 is not very much time.
Can we not have just decent, one decent person? I swear to God.
Hey, the guy that plays
scandal
Big Bird
comes out if any kind of Mr. Rogers scandal ever comes out, I'm just gonna fucking just blow my brains out.
I know, right? Like if Mr. Rogers is fucking fighting pit bulls. like inside that
you have to crop their ears.
The train goes past the kingdom, and then it goes through a dank back alley, and it's just dog fighting. But you don't see that in the show.
No,
that's the bad part of town that the train goes through quickly. But fuck, man. Oh, fudge. Yeah, that's the milkshake dunk phenomenon. I don't know. Are people Twitterati? Do people know what that means?
I don't know what that means.
Really? Because I've used that term. So I learned a lot of slang terms, Twitter slang. I got to look this Vice article up. We can go through since we've been talking about Twitter, let's talk about leftist Twitter slang, because it's like a thing.
This will be a good article.
No, it's just. It's just kind of like here we go. Vice.com has an article, Corncobbed, Donut, Bench. What do these mean? Leftist slang. A brocialist is a Bernie bro, basically. Anti-Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's that. The dirtbag left, of course. Which is people that are way into socialist ideology, but hate your regular center left person because they're just not doing enough for the movement, and they use a lot of bad words, just being real dirty and nasty, being vulgar to get a reaction. The rose emoji, huh? So people place a rose emoji in their bio or next to their username. Means that you're a member of the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America.
Okay. Could it also mean you like roses?
Yeah, it could. Or occasionally it's a right winger trying to pose as a DSA member. Bench is a playful synonym for bitch. This became widespread after Twitter began hiding replies from non-verified accounts that used vulgar language. So you couldn't call Donald Trump a bitch if you weren't verified, because you wouldn't see it. It would be hidden. But if you said bench, it would get through the filter. So bench was that. One of my favorite terms is corncob, or getting corncobbed, or corncobbing. And it has a fucking insane history of existence. So at Drill, D-R-I-L, who's the king of weird leftist Twitter, maybe not even leftist, but just weird Twitter, he had a tweet in 2011, so many years, 6 years ago this tweet came, but it's a term that's being used widely now, saying, quote, I'm not owned, I continue to insist as I slowly shrink and transform into a corn cob. So corn cobbing is basically when people are saying that they haven't lost an argument, even though they clearly are just yelling about how they're correct, even though they've clearly lost an argument. So it's called corn cobbing. Donut. Yeah. A donut is because Nina Turner, who runs a Bernie Sanders founded political activist group called Our Revolution, had a bit of a falling out with the DNC for many reasons, obviously last year. But let's see here. She wrote a petition, or she was going to deliver a petition supporting People's Platform, was angry when what she saw was a frosty reception. Her words, quote, a spread of donuts and water had also been set up for the Our Revolution party. Turner took particular issue with the donuts and water, which she called handout trinkets. They tried to seduce us with donuts and water, she said. They're pompous and arrogant enough to say to the people, you're not good enough to be on our property, and oh, by the way, we're going to hand you donuts and water over the barricade. That's insulting, absolutely insulting. And basically, she was really ostracized by Twitter because it's like, you're complaining about them giving free donuts and water out. Like, I don't know what more of a reception you were expecting. Like, it's just funny. So, let's see here. The Ratio. Have you heard of The Ratio on Twitter? The Sweet Ratio.
No.
Like, that's a sick ratio
hang on.
on that tweet.
Hang on.
Okay, I think TJ's going to figure it out.
Oh, no, you said on the tweet. I don't have it now.
Oh.
See, I think of ratio when it comes to my account.
Okay.
And that's that.
Oh, no.
Followers to followed.
No. So the ratio on a tweet...
Less than.
A ratio on a tweet is retweets versus replies. So, like, for instance, having children is one of the worst things you can do for the planet. Have one less and conserve resources, someone tweeted. And that got 1,200 replies and only 60 retweets. So that's like people, obviously I'm not going to retweet that. I'm going to argue with it in the comments because it's a stupid thing to say. And so that's the ratio. Another one is nothing worse than a Yankee telling a Southerner that his monuments don't matter. 1.2 thousand retweets, 22,000 replies. That's a good ratio. That's the ratio you don't want to have. You want more retweets than replies. And there's also the cowards ratio, which is when a risque tweet gets liked but not retweeted. Of course. All right, here's a good one. Here's Milkshake Duck. So Milkshake Duck is a phenomenon, which I really love. It's a term coined by Ben Ward, who tweets under Pixelated Boat, at Pixelated Boat. He's really funny. I follow him. And here's his tweet. The whole internet loves Milkshake Duck, a lovely duck that drinks milkshakes. Cut to 5 seconds later. We regret to inform you the duck is racist.
Oh,
so that's literally
I have heard of this one, yeah.
Yes. So that's the best example of Milkshake Duck was last year when Ken Bone, who was the guy in the red sweater, asked a question about climate change in the debate. And after he became a viral star, he did an AMA, and he used his previously used account where he posted some really lame-ass shit about Trayvon Martin and also posted on a lot of porn Reddits. And so I was like, oh, you like this guy. Oh, actually, he's a secret racist, turns out. So, yeah. That's the Milkshake Duck phenomenon. That we finally got to it, but I love that term. So that was the phenomenon I think that happened with Elmo, was that he was beloved for that documentary, and then immediately allegations came out. But he cleared them because of the statute of limitations, so I can't say that he ever abused anyone. He was
You can't say
accused.
that
he was accused.
You can't say he was not convicted.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
He allegedly sexually assaulted these men. But from the situation that it sounds like, it wasn't actually sexual assault. It was like he had boyfriends that were like 16, 17. So it is technically sexual assault, but like...
There's abuse. I would consider abuse.
It's a spectrum. Abuse is a spectrum. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
Can you actually be a consenting person when you're 16? Who knows? That's up to the courts to decide, you know. But like,
yeah, that varies. I mean, these were by state,
and these were allegations that were from like the early '90s, mid '90s, and they just never came out, you know. And that goes to say, if you are assaulted, you need to tell someone. Like, talk to someone. Don't be stigmatized. Like, do the right thing, you know. Because people can get away with it, with statute of limitations and whatnot. So if you're thinking about the Bill Cosby thing, Matt, that's
what?
I believe that's a civil case in which there is no statute of limitations.
Oh,
so that's
I just
the
thought in
there.
general, like with assault when the victim is underage, that there was no statute.
No, apparently not in New York.
I guess
State.
that varies by state.
Yeah, it could very much vary by state. I think a lot of states do have laws that do protect children that allow people to do that. But I guess whatever. And I'm pretty sure he didn't have a civil case about it because I'm pretty sure he settled out of court with all the accusers rather than having a case. Whereas Bill Cosby did not settle out of court, but he won his court case anyway. So, wah. Sad. Anyway, let's get back to these fun terms and stuff. Thinking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I started out this episode bummed out,
so,
and then there was like brief moment of light, and then now I'm back
here's the
there.
fun one. Large adult sons. You've heard of this. This is like, let's see here. Oh, good. Someone explains the meme perfectly here in New Yorker. So like a large adult son is just like bumbling like kids of like rich people, and their kids have like, you know what I mean? It's just your stereotypical trust fund kids. So like large adult sons being bad and dumb. Yeah, large adult sons. Tanky. When you see it tanky, you know you've reached the left-wing fringe. It's mostly a pejorative term that's used by leftists to describe leftists that have a strange, often pro-dictator positions. Like this guy tweeting, "If you think Stalin was a dictator, please read this thread on how he fought to democratize the government of the Soviet Union." And of course, that is, that's a hot take. You've heard of game theory, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So that was the Eric Garland in December 2016 with the this has got a sweet ratio though, 5,000 retweets versus 700 replies. He just went on like a 50 tweet thread. This is kind of like a tweet thread like meme where it's like where he was like, "Oh, look at all this, all these pieces are lining up together about like the Russia involvement and stuff," and he was like, "Here's some game theory," like, and so like now it's like
that is
here's my favorite reply though, or here's a little game theory for you. My wife just went on a company vacation, but none of her coworkers came, and it was just her and her boss. What do you think happened? Little game theory. I don't know. I love Twitter for its weird like memes and cultures around, but it's really awful as well.
Yeah.
But I love milkshake duck as a term. You get fun terms like milkshake duck that I want people to use. So.
If you ever look at the trending hashtags, you see just like the absolute worst of Twitter. Because it's just like, it's hot takes and then people that are trying to just latch on to popular hashtags to try and like gain followers. Everybody thinks they're going to be an influencer. And we all know that Born in the 80s is the only influencer that matters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely are.
Yep, that's right. Hashtag make us influencers. How do I get verified? I want to be verified. I think you have to have far more followers. I think you have to have followers in excess of like tens of thousands, I got to imagine.
You'll edit out all this. It'll be fine.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's not happening. TJ, I need you to vamp while we do this.
Oh, crap.
Also, if you could come up with 500 words
anyway.
about why my account should be verified.
Limit of 500.
Limit of 500. You could do it in 3 words. Because I'm real.
I need validation. There. That's 3 words.
I need validation to prove that I exist. Thank you very much. So I've got 2 little news bits. One GameStop related, one Amazon related. The Amazon story actually starts about 2.5 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago. But Amazon.ca, the Canadian distribution part of Amazon, has just like unceremoniously taken off the Amazon Prime discount of 20% for buying new games.
Yes, but it's only for buying new games after they've come out.
Correct. It does not apply towards pre-orders. And though supposedly a similar thing has been done at Amazon.com as well for the U.S. distribution, I can't find an article on it, but maybe because I'm Binging it instead of Googling it. I'm finding a bunch of really, really bad sources on it, but it was referenced at my conference about Amazon taking away the discount, which is why in the doc I have it listed as misleading, because it still does exist for pre-orders.
Yes, but
I don't know if it exactly works on collector's editions anymore now.
Yeah, either. Because you used to be able to be like, okay, this game's come out. I heard a bunch of great reviews. And...
Hold on, pause. We got a $2.50 donation to the stream from Metreon Gaming. Thanks. That's never happened before.
Wait, the question is, do you have a link to that?
I think it's part of the Streamlabs thing.
Yeah,
nice.
But how did they get to your Streamlabs?
I don't know, man.
Also, this would be a good spot. This would be a good spot for me to point out our Patreon, which I'm using to link to my Twitter verification. Twitter
I'm going to get verified.
Born in the
I'm going to
80s.
get so verified.
And that is a thing that is me. So, and I'm
going to tell them that I'm going to be starting up a run for Congress. So I need to be verified for that.
We're at the $14 a month tier right now. So, I mean, if you could just chip in $1 a month,
$30,
I don't really care.
$50.
I think it costs $30, $40 a month to host the website and the podcast. So if we could get to that and make it self-sustaining, that's really all I care about. And having more people hear us, because I think we're pretty cool.
Matt, I'm going to try something because I just have a feeling. See, I had a feeling. No, you don't have a link to Streamlabs, Matt.
Yeah.
So someone can just post something that makes it look like they did something, like
Yeah, but we just got $1 million, so it's all good.
Yeah. $1 million?
Yep.
All right, we're good. We're set. How do you edit profile?
I don't know,
There's
man.
The button I was looking
can't
for.
type and think and talk at the same time.
All right. Now the other thing is, I don't know if you guys have heard about this because it started to leak from the bowels of the Reddits and from whatnot. But at my conference, I was just introduced that GameStop's loyalty program has introduced or is introducing very shortly. Is introducing a new tier.
Oh God. You can be extra loyal.
Yes, you could be extra loyal.
That's a word.
You could be royal?
We could be royals.
Anywho,
we could be royals. Yep, Joe.
So, currently, GameStop's Power Rewards program has two tiers. The basic, which is free, and just points, 10 points per dollar. I think you get that 20% off pre-owned birthday coupon once yearly, and access to some special stuff.
I love special stuff.
There's the Pro membership, which is $14.99 per year, 10% discounts on all pre-owned games and accessories, 10% more when you sell us back stuff, a one-time use buy two get one free coupon every year, a birthday 20% off pre-owned coupon, access to the Pro Day sales at least 4 times a year, of over $50 of monthly coupons, and then double points for everything you buy and sell, so 20 points per dollar. So first things first, we are changing both of those. The basic one is being called Player Level. So it's Power Rewards Player. The Pro is still staying Pro, but they're adding a 10% bonus on pre-owned tech trades. So that's like smartwatches, smartphones, tablets, and iPods. We're giving a 10% bonus on those. And then we're adding a third tier, Power Up Rewards Elite Pro. That one's going to be $29.99 a month. That one is going to have 20% off all pre-owned games and accessories, 20% more credit when you trade stuff in. You still get the buy two get one free coupon every year, but you also get a one-time use coupon on collectibles every year.
So they're trying to match the Best Buy program a little bit more, because I think
a little bit. But also, triple points. It's 30 points per dollar.
Oh, triple points.
Still, that 20% extra credit when you trade in stuff includes the tech trades. So, you could get like an extra $60 for selling an iPhone.
Yeah, so you could bring your old phones in and get extra
exactly.
cash. Okay, that's cool.
Free 2-day shipping for all orders $35 and higher.
Oh, there you go. So that's close to Amazon.
That's close to Amazon.
Best Buy does not do free shipping with stuff. I think it has to
GameStop,
be over 50, I think.
If you do it for in-store versions of the orders, where we order off the website for you,
yeah,
it's currently free shipping for any order if you do the cheapest shipping.
Yeah.
But this will allow you to upgrade to 2-day.
Oh, nice. That's always fun. So, yeah, it's nice that there is competition. I mean, hopefully Amazon doesn't crush everything, because Amazon's got a lot of problems, too.
Yeah.
Man, wow, we really burned through a lot of time without really getting through a lot, because we're getting there. I want to do this because it'll be fun. I have a thing.
All right.
I want to read. I don't know if this will become a segment, but I like reading reviews of places.
Okay.
Like Google reviews of places. And I want to. How do I get to the reviews? View all Google reviews. Okay, here we go. So this is the McDonald's restaurant. The McDonald's restaurant upon which I worked when I was in high school in Darlington, Wisconsin.
Study your burgers, Lance.
2 months ago. Food is always cold. A pile of swept up dirt sitting in the middle, this is Trent, of the restaurant that you had to step over. Worst McDonald's I've ever been to and won't be going back. I'll drive to Platteville from now on to get McDonald's before going back here. Platteville is like a 20-minute drive, like a 40-minute round trip. I doubt that, sir. Sean Cottrell. It's one of those McDonald's where you feel like something isn't right and the food doesn't taste quite like a real McDonald's. Okay. Tara waited damn near 20 minutes in the drive-thru. Spelled drive-thru wrong. Nothing. Go inside and wait damn near 30 minutes. Nothing. More like slow food, not fast food.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Tara, you've written one review in your entire life. You waited 50 minutes to get McDonald's food. Somehow, I doubt that ever happened. Having been to a McDonald's, what's the longest time you ever had to wait for fast food?
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah, there was one time we were at Culver's and we ordered food, and then I think Laura and I ordered a milkshake, and it was very clear that the person was like not like having everything together, and so we pulled ahead to wait for our food to come out, and like the food came out and they said, oh, the milkshake will be a minute, and then like nobody came out for like 10 minutes, and I walked in and I was like, did we get a milkshake? And clearly they had just like thrown it out because like nobody had picked it up, and it's like, what the fuck. But I waited way too long. I should just went in. And that's the lesson. If it takes more than 5 minutes, you should ask, because likely someone forgot about it or they closed the order out before they put everything on the thing. So we got more though. Keith, who's written 2 reviews. This McDonald's was filthy. There were flies everywhere. It was very dirty. It was so disgusting. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I ate my food as fast as I could to get outside where it was cleaner. Calvin has to say, slow for a fast food place. Starvin' Marvin, who's written 1 review, he gave it 3 stars, but it seems to be a little bit more scathing than the 3 stars would imagine. One of the slowest restaurants ever. They give fast food a bad name. Also, they're not afraid of totally getting your order wrong, only to find this out halfway home. But who wants to turn and correct it? Just to wait another 12 to 15 minutes? Good thing we like McDonald's. then again, around here, not many choices. It is the only fast food restaurant in town, so it's the only choice. But I like that is the worst thing in the entire world when your fast food order is wrong. I think we probably talked about this on the podcast when Adam and I went to Taco Bell, and we ordered. I ordered a 2 chalupa meal, and he was like, "I'll have one too." So make it 2 chalupa meals. And they gave us our drinks, and they gave us 1 chalupa meal in the bag. And we got all the way home,
Lady and the Tramp style.
Sat down, we're ready to eat, and I was like, I need to have my Taco Bell. Like, I can't just have 1 chalupa and sharing a like soft taco or hard taco. So we drove all the way back and went through the drive-thru and was like, yeah, we ordered 2 chalupa meals and only got 1. It was like the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So
the one that usually gets me is if I order a Coke or something and I get diet instead. But then I was just like, I probably didn't need the sugar anyway. It's fine.
Some of my favorites, though, are just the 1-star reviews that don't have any comments. Here's a 1-star. 1-star review from Donna. Hi, Donna. Thank you for your star rating feedback. We hope you give us another try so we can improve your next experience with us. Response
so
from the
actually
owner.
have people responding to them?
Only on that one. And that was a month ago.
Like the local location, or if it's just someone from McDonald's corporate.
Yeah, McDonald's
corporate. Their whole
maybe.
job is to find these reviews all internationally and just respond to all.
Oh, it's such a tiny McDonald's because it's a McDonald's that shares a building with a gas station. So, I don't know. I thought it was good when I worked there, but what do I know?
I'm just trying to put myself in the mindset of somebody who's like so upset with their McDonald's experience that they have to go log into a website and write a review for it.
Yeah. So what's really interesting is, like, why would you leave a review of a chain restaurant? Like, Google bothers me all the time to leave like chain reviews of like, or restaurant reviews of like chains. And like usually, well, I'm a local guide, so I put like a lot of reviews and stuff in. But like, it's always just like, what did you think of that Arby's? And it's like, what am I gonna say? It's an Arby's. It's not a bad Arby's. Yeah, it was a good location. Although I do want, before we end, to read my favorite review I've ever left. And I think it has the most upvotes of any review I've ever done. My contributions, reviews. I hope this sorts by favorites. Yeah, okay. The State Street Capitol parking ramp. I have a lot of upvotes on this one. Here we go. Why am I reviewing a parking ramp? I give it 5 stars. This is a parking ramp. Sometimes it's expensive. Sometimes it isn't. The entrances exits are on a less busy side street. I guess that's all I got. Well, I do have a story. One night after a night out drinking, I was the designated driver, don't worry, I saw a rather portly gentleman stumbling around. He seemed perturbed that they were doing some construction on the lower floor, and was unable to walk through the center divider section of the parking ramp to access the street on the other side. I could hear him mumbling angrily from the other side of the paper construction barrier that was erected to stop people and cars from crossing sides. After a bit more mumbling, the man tumbled, Shockmaster style, Google the term Shockmaster, through the paper wall divided, tearing a hole in the thing. The man grumbled, collected himself, and continued walking through the ramp. That is Madison. That was my review of the parking ramp. Because what do you put in a parking ramp review? You park there.
Review.
You gotta tell a story.
Solid structure to park in.
Also, I want to ask you a question about what do you think that McDonald's eggs are? So I heard this recently.
Reconstituted to chicken protein slurry or something.
Yeah. So Grant Imahara, if you remember him from Mythbusters, became a McDonald's shill and did a bunch of videos about like McDonald's. So the way that the eggs are worked, they pick out eggs of the right size, obviously, for McMuffins. So the scrambled eggs that you get are like a I'm trying to think of this. Are like egg chunks, right? They're like, I'm trying to describe this. So it depends, basically. Some of the eggs are actual eggs, freshly cracked eggs for folded eggs, scrambled eggs, egg whites. They use freshly cracked eggs. But the burritos, the sausage breakfast burritos, have microwaved eggs in them. Because I believe it's a burrito mix that you microwave and then put into a tortilla. So, but when I was there, we didn't have actual eggs, but it sounds like they changed to using actual eggs because they're so fucking cheap. We had a carton of just egg, like egg beaters, but it's like pre-scrambled eggs that you just pour, and you just pour it into the mold on the grill, and then when it cooks, you flip it to make the like folded egg that goes into a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like
the egg scrambled, but they're still real egg. Yeah.
Yes, they are real eggs. Yes, they have additives, of course, but not. I mean, they have salt and spices and some turmeric for color. They're eggs. The ones that are microwaved have more in them than just the regular eggs. I don't know. It depends, and I think it must vary store to store, because I thought this was going to be a full on like thing of what it is, because this is not true. Okay, maybe some McDonald's uses real eggs. This is insane. Fucking encrypted traffic on your fucking Business Insider website. Yeah, they make liquid eggs in a giant egg making machine. Okay, here we go. They have a whole thing. All right, they have a big explainer. All right, here are your eggs, right? They always start with a real egg, okay? Right?
Mm-hmm.
The round egg in the Egg McMuffin are pre-cooked and then sold and microwaved, right? It's just the egg puck that they heat up.
Yeah, so like comes frozen or something.
Yes. Scrambled egg or egg whites cooked fresh on the grill, poured out with liquid eggs. Okay, this is what I was thinking. Okay, the folded eggs, we used to use the liquid egg for that. Now, frozen and microwaved. And the burrito eggs are frozen and heated up as well. So if you want to get real eggs, or not real eggs, but like eggs that come from a carton, that were cooked on a grill, you need to get the scrambled eggs, which come with I don't remember, like the flapjacks meal or something. The side eggs. So, yeah, you're just getting a microwaved egg puck. And that's what I thought, because I remember they switched that over when I was working there. Because we used to, folding those eggs was a bitch. And so the pre-folded ones are nice, but that's it really. Oh, they grill them. They don't microwave them. Sorry. You throw them on the grill, but they're pre-cooked. They just are heated up in steam. You put water in a cup and a bunch of patties down, and then you put a top over it, and then it steams them on the grill. So they are grilled. They're not microwaved. But still, not fresh. Wow, that was complicated, and I think that's it. Does anyone else have anything to talk about? Because we're like at 2 hours here, so.
No, I'm starting to do.
But I'm glad that we got to the bottom of the McDonald's egg.
So soon to be verified Twitter user John_Danger. You can find me there.
Soon to be verified Twitter user Matt Hag Music.
Bornintheeighties.net is the website. You can find the things, or you can go to 80spodcast.com.
And not so soon to be verified at May of May 84 for me, TJ May. Mostly because I don't know how they're going to verify who I am with my government ID when it doesn't say TJ on it. I'm looking at the requirements for verification.
You just have to be, the brand is TJ.
Man, I gotta edit this page to have the About Us section of 80s podcast, or bornintheeighties.net does not have any information about you guys. It's just Adam, me, and Lance.
Hey now.
So,
All right.
And definitely check out the boardingtheighties.net because we also have Lance did another Saturday Night Bite, which I did not get a chance to listen to yet.
Yes. Well, you get it on your regular feed as well, but if you don't go there, you can listen to that. Yep. Yeah, we talk about. We watched Island of Dr. Moreau. Talk about neo-Nazis. It's fun. It's a fun chat. It's a good one.
All right. Good night, internet.
Good night, everyone. I gotta go to bed.
Bye-bye.
How much that's gonna cost? Oh wow, that's a lot. They're releasing a new Millennium Falcon Lego set.
Oh yeah, isn't it like a couple $100s?
No, it is 7,541 pieces, the largest set they've ever made.
Oh, a couple
It
$1,000.
33 inches long and 22 inches wide. So it's like 2 feet wide by, like, what is that? A little bit less than 3 feet long. It is $800. Well,
Either Twitch is broken or no one I'm following is online.
Twitch was broken yesterday for quite a while.
I wouldn't know. I was kind of outside the realm of internet reality.
Yeah, I guess you can talk about that.
Someone texted me the list of everything we're getting from the different things.
It's the good stuff.
Yeah, more than I expected from some people, less than I expected from others.
Cool.
I haven't completely pulled up the doc yet. Do you have on there the Gamescom announcement about Amazon Prime gutting its gaming discount?
No. Weird.
Let me see if I can find a good article for it.
Matt, do you want to know some sad news about PUBG in reality?
That the pan does not block bullets.
Yeah, the butt pan's a lie.
Yeah,
Somebody
I guess
somebody tested
cast
that,
iron is
really.
incredibly fragile.
Yeah, even though it's heavy as fuck. Apparently, it's just shatters, and it's not like that makes a bullet hole. It like literally just shatters it when the bullet hits it, especially smaller caliber rounds.
Yeah, like I was reading a thread about that, and I guess people that work professionally in kitchens, like if you drop a cast iron pan in a kitchen, chances are it'll just shatter.
Yeah. That's sad.
It's almost like everything I've ever known is a lie.
Yeah. I don't know. What else is there to talk about? TJ, we can talk about your trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vegas TJ.
Grand Theft Auto Online had another update. How's this happening? It's like the 700th update for this game. It's pretty cool though. I'm ready to roll, I guess, if we want to get levels. Are we on YouTube yet?
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't even ask.
we should be on YouTube.
Cool. Alright, I think that sounds pretty good. I'm just going to lower TJ's a tiny bit, because it's not in studio, so it's a little harsher. TJ, you want to talk again?
I mean, I can talk again. I
right.
have that ability.
Sounds pretty good. Real women have tentacles. Hashtag. Get that hashtag started.
That was a great image.
Yeah, it was. I found
Is
it
that
last night.
something we said, or did you just pull that out of your butt?
Oh no, we said that.
We said
TJ,
that. Yeah.
TJ said that, or we all kind of said it because we were talking. He had his Splatoon hat on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we were talking about tentacles, and we were also talking about pink sparkles, pink_sparkles.
I don't know how she's doing. I hope she's all right.
So, like, if you just Google pink_sparkles, you find quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, it's a real thing. Oh, there's a Reddit under live stream fail, and this person posted the case of pink_sparkles. Can we talk about this? Unfortunately, discussions of these are not allowed on r/Twitch. Some of the guys probably remember from being the top of the subreddit from streaming with her face covered and her cleavage fully exposed. Apparently, she's been banned in the past multiple times for twerking and being caught with a view bot. Ooh. Oh wow, yeah. She wow, huh? That's real dumb. There's a clip of her live stream where she has part of her screen, I guess it was being video captured, and you can see the text that says viewer bot instructions, click to expand. So she had in the background a website that she was using for that.
That's awesome.
And then her viewership dropped like 10,000 a stream once the viewbotting service, she was one of the major viewbotting service, was destroyed. Basically the guy's just complaining that she is doing exactly what we saw. This is from 9 months ago, by the way. She keeps breaking the rules to this day, and Twitch doesn't really moderate her behavior. Just from her stream tonight, and give you several examples of her breaking the rules. She's regularly playing Just Dance when she hits a certain amount of subscribers without even owning the game, just using YouTube videos of it. Okay. She has random wardrobe malfunctions because of her push-up bra. I think that's the reason why you do it. She doesn't filter her donations properly and allows for sexually explicit or otherwise text to be displayed on screen. Oh, well, you know, that's just people chatting, though. Anyway.
1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
So she's just boobs. Like, literally, this is the boob streaming.
Yeah, and she makes a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least she did last week when we were watching.
Yeah, can I just get a couple names of some of her live streams? We've got I Have a Big Personality. Come check it out. Single and Ready to Mingle. Big Juicy Personality. Single AF from 24 hours ago. I mean, that's what this is, right?
She's just one of those people that I want to, like, talk to and just figure out, like, what's going on. But you'll just never get like a legit conversation out of them. Like, I always have that with politicians. Like, I always want to be like, okay, no bullshit. Like, this isn't going to get out or anything. I just want to know for my own curiosity. Like, what's your deal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She just have... So okay, before we start. On Twitch, does the view count on the... Does the view count on the VODs count towards... Like, so the VODs have, like, a view counter on the top left. Is that including the streaming views, or just people that have opened up the VOD after it has gone up?
I think that's usually just open up the VOD afterward.
Oh, she has a YouTube channel. Looks like she is... God, this is the most insane shit. So, her YouTube channel, I don't know, says something about her fitness journey. Leave a comment if you have any questions, suggestions. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. She has 10,000 subscribers and 4 videos. I don't really see any difference in physicality. She looks the exact same. I thought maybe it was going to be an ad for some sort of like scammo thing. It isn't. But I like this. Edited by Fanatic Gamer, another YouTuber and Twitcher person. So he does contract editing for people, I guess. Maybe. It's really funny too because this video is just a blurry camera because she didn't focus her webcam.
Yeah.
It's so like fucking.
There's
she has her occupation.
Streams called Lonely Girl Looking for Company.
Streamer and part-time sales rep at my local gym. Is CJ back, or is he just being silent? Oh, okay, cool. We'll wait for him to get back before we start, unless it takes another 5 minutes, and then we'll go. Oh, yeah. If you just look at Twitch IRL, that's all there is. It's not all there is, but the majority.
The internet's weird. Everything's terrible. The world is imploding.
This person just does yoga streaming, I saw. Whatever that means.
Well, that could be like...
No, it's not. It's literally just her
like
sitting in front of the camera.
Okay, it's not like I'm leading a yoga class type of deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna start out
She's
the
literally
Twitch
like
stream.
Yeah, that's fine. Some of these are cool though. This one looks cool. This is a pretty lady, but she appears to be painting a Persona 5 acrylic art. Well, that's pretty neat. Making a lot of art pieces. So that's what IRL needs to be. Like, you need to be doing.
Yeah, well, that's what creative is.
Yeah, but like IRL, like, I mean, this is literally, this person called How to Mia is literally just hula hooping in like cot pants.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm
originally
not with this Twitch.
They were like, the idea for IRL was like people that are already streamers would occasionally do an IRL stream.
Yes,
but
well, an IRL should be a lot of these things. Yeah, where like people are doing AMAs, you know, like, hey, let's just chat for a bit. Or I'm gonna do some stupid dancing in front of a green screen, you know, like goofing off. But like, I don't know, it sucks because like, what can you do? You want to be sexist and be like, well, you can't be a hot woman and stream because that's unfair, you know. But like, it's like, why? Like, this is there's a line that is like a slope that's slowly being slid down.
Yeah, I don't know. If it works, like, it works, I guess. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
you can't really fault people for streaming it if it gets the views, and you can't fault Twitch for allowing it if it brings the views in.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this person, like, literally is probably the most awful at it, basically. Because, like, it's, like, so abundant that that's what's going on. Like, there's, like, streams where it's just, like, her head is covered up by the video of League of Legends. You know? But, like, Boobs are still visible. I mean, she's making money off of it, clearly, but it's kind of like, I don't know. Is this the service that we want to have? I don't know. I guess I can't say I care that much. You know, I'm not like outraged over this.
We're just old.
It's just a thing. Well, I mean, why would I get mad over it? It doesn't really matter to me.
I made the mistake of reading political news a little bit ago and just like super bummed myself out.
Oh, don't do that.
Because everything's exploding.
Literally.
Yeah.
Chemicals ignite it. Flooded plant. Oh, great. They did like the some of this stuff is just so fucking petty, it's not even funny. Like, so, you know, like how they're gonna put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill?
Yeah.
Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin on Thursday would not commit to carrying out the Obama administration's plan to put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill, saying he had not made a decision about the matter.
I thought it was already decided. What decision is there to make?
Well, the office changed, and now he's in charge, so he can just say, fuck that. There's no law or anything. You know? They just had people vote on it. And that's what people voted for. But as the election has proven, it doesn't matter if a majority of people vote for something. It doesn't matter. So, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just really dumb and petty. Yeah, I also liked, so Charlie Hebdo, you know them, right?
Yeah.
That's the French, like, bullshit, just dumb
like
stuff.
Satire.
Yeah, like Mad Magazine a little bit. And so they made fun of, they had a cover of, neo-Nazis that got flooded in Texas. And people were like, I remember somebody on Twitter was having a fun time because a guy had said, like, I'd like to see them make fun of ISIS if they could get away with it. And I was so I was like, maybe you should look up what they do.
Yeah.
like
that happened.
It literally happened, and they were literally attacked.
It was kind of a big news story at the time.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't. Twitter is just like dumb.
Oh yeah, it's a hot take machine. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But did you see that Sheriff David Clark resigned? Milwaukee County Sheriff resigned?
Yeah.
Probably
also,
to get a job in the Trump administration.
Well, that's what I thought at first, but like apparently he was in Moscow the same time Flynn was, so there might also be a story breaking at some point. Everything is exploding. Everything's fucked up. We're all screwed and we're all gonna die. Mm-hmm. Happy time for video games.
Yeah.
I heard something about we're all screwed and we're gonna die.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, I'm not gonna go next to you. Really? I mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice to your devices.
I hate everything.
I hate everything. How come I closed? I closed at least a gig of programs that were taking up my RAM.
Yeah.
And my memory usage only went down like 2 or 3%. I don't get it.
Well, it's probably because your computer hates you.
I get that. Understand that. I even force closed everything too, just to make sure.
Did everything else just expand to fill the vacuum?
Probably. I mean, does quantum computing work like that? Does it follow? What's the gas law about volume, pressure, and heat?
I don't know.
Gassy McGassington's law.
Gassy McGassington.
I forget.
Hey!
Oh God!
We have a viewer. We have a
fucking
viewer. I have to try and be entertaining.
God damn it! Oh wait. I don't know. There's the ideal gas law.
That might be it.
But that's not named after anyone.
That's technically, I think, a mix of like 3 laws.
Yeah,
and it has
probably.
that weird constant that no one remembers.
Yeah.
Or at least that constant has the weirdest unit ever.
You have the weirdest unit ever.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's kind of a medical oddity at this point.
Yeah. It's every day, bro. Let's get started.
All right. Time to bring on the yucks.
Time to yuck it up. Let's get all yucky. I like that the Escapists 2 game that came out had a lot of complaining from people that because there's a bunch of YouTuber people's names as like character names in there. Which I would totally
It's
dislike
strange
as well.
that a game came out and then people found something to complain about.
Wow. Matt, turn the music off. Let's start the episode. All right, 281.